Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I just want to do a quick little Lightroom video for you where I take this image and I use the relatively new remove tool to just remove some of the distractions. So let's jump into Lightroom and have a look. Okay, so I've got this image here in Lightroom and there are some lines in the concrete wall that I want to get rid of. There's some scratch marks, more lines, and there's a shadow here I want to get rid of, and I also want to get rid of whatever this is here. I think it was one of the mats that the aerialists used to practice with. So I'm going to jump into remove, or you can press Q, and I'm going to go into the remove tool, and you can make that as big or as small as you like, and I would select use generative AI. It's up to you. You can get it to detect objects, but I'm just going to run it down. If you hold shift, it will keep it in pretty much a straight line. I'm going to hit subtract and go remove. And then you can see which variation you prefer. I actually kind of like the third one because it does sort of continue on her shadow. So from here, I'm going to go to the next one. So shift, and that gives me a straight line, and subtract again. Now I'm just going to do a bit of a crop and see if that removes what I need out of the images, and no. So I will go back into the remove and I will get rid of that shadow there and get rid of this box here. Now you can do them both at the same time. That's fine. Now there's a couple of little spots there and there I want to get rid of, so I'll get rid of those. Okay, so now I want to zoom in a bit so that I can get a little bit more refined in my selection. Sometimes subtract works better and sometimes add works better. You just have to play with it. And of course, you've still got your variations. I think 2 was a better one. Okay, so now I'm going to come and remove this one. And there's some marks on the wall that are just a little bit distracting. Okay, so let's just zoom out. Is there anything else that's sort of distracting? It's still a little bit in this corner here, so I'm just going to do another pass over that. Okay, let's just zoom in a bit more. Now you can go in here and look at reflections. So let's see if we can remove some of those reflections from the glass. Didn't really remove much at all, to be honest. So I'm going to go back in here. Just get rid of those little highlights. Okay, so that didn't do a bad job there. All right. There's a couple of little marks you could get rid of as well. It probably needs a little bit of a detail. Okay, so that's everything done. I think I'm pretty happy with that. There's another scratch here I could probably get rid of. May as well while I'm at it. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that I wanted to remove with the remove tool. From here, I would probably give it a bit of a detail to remove the noise, because I was at 1250 ISO because it was a little bit dark, and that's pretty much it. Maybe give it a little bit of a edit with exposure and so forth. Okay, so here's the before image, and here is the after image. So as you can see, I removed quite a few of the distractions quite quickly and easily just using the remove tool in Lightroom. So that's it. It's quite easy to remove, especially simple distractions, using the remove tool in Lightroom Classic. If you've got any comments, pop them down below. Do you use the remove tool? Have you found it helpful? Have you had any issues with it? Let me know. Otherwise, I will see you next time on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Bye.